Oh my god, I've been battered by the sun today.
Do you have a sun cream? No, you were.
Yeah.
Why are you recording it?
Oh shit.
Why are you recording?
So Jamie, give us a run through of what happened this morning.
Right, so my original plan was to actually talk about this later on today. Right, but to start off, I hope you can hear us. The microphones didn't connect because I didn't connect them before we left, so we've got the actual DJI thingy, the mic on the camera.
I don't know why we're right in the middle of the road, but
yeah, so we bought a surfboard this morning, got one on Facebook Marketplace, good price for what it was. It's a little bit of an intermediate board, and probably made for people a little bit lighter than us. For people who know surfing, you need to start on 9, 8, 7 foot boards at the smallest. That board's actually a 6'4" board. Doesn't have much volume as well, so people like me, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and I weigh about 82, 83 kilo. It's quite heavy for that board, and it's quite hard to balance, not including the fact I'm also a beginner. Like I've never ever surfed before.
yeah, you got that board because you didn't want to get a big board that was too easy quick.
Yeah, I didn't want buyer's remorse on it and stuff like that.
But
However,
to actually learn and to get the basics on, I feel like that board is too small.
yeah.
Because we both had a go and it was very hard.
Yeah, so
But yeah, we just started off light in the shallow end. Just paddle boarding.
Game went first. He went straight to the shallow end. Say hi. So, right. Gabe went first.
You were laughing at me as well.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was like, this guy's an absolute idiot. He looks like an absolute idiot. I don't know what he's attempting to do here, but he just looks stupid. So I'm like,
This is ape.
he was going for like 10 minutes. I'm like,
Ape
right,
walking
let me show
slow
you how
into
to
the
get it.
water.
So I decided to have a go. I'm like, right, I watched a load of videos. I'm quite confident, maybe a little bit too confident. I breezed past the waves. Right, bear in mind, these waves got to be, I want to say 4 foot, 3-4 foot, right? That's it. They're about 3-4 foot, right? For beginners, that is a lot, right? Especially when you've never really paddled with a board before. You've not really tried to balance on a board before, and all stuff like that.
No concepts of
What I have to do.
time or
Obviously,
anything.
the more you do it, the better your fitness level gets, and stuff like that. So that, all of a sudden got an abundance of cars. Right, so as I was saying, when you're a beginner, you have no idea what you. I had an idea of what I had to do, the techniques and stuff like that, but to apply the techniques, you need to have experience, and I had no experience. So I was going this completely fresh, completely whatever. Yeah. And I go straight in, I've powered through the waves to probably about my shoulder height when there's no wave. Right, then you're adding maybe 3-4 foot with the wave coming in. and I just, for the life of me, I can't find balance on the board. Can't lie down on the board, chest down, whether sat up. I think it's because I'm too heavy for it. It just sinks a little bit and then I just go off. But yeah, so that happened, and then I finally get on the board. I'm like, right, okay, let's try to spot a decent wave, and we'll go for it. So I tried, I had one little technique thing that would have helped me that I didn't do, which was to kind of transfer your weight forwards on the board when you're trying to catch a wave. I didn't really do that.
Dipping your chest
Yeah.
down a little bit.
So I couldn't for the life of me catch the wave. And then I went for another one. And I went for this one. And I caught it a little bit, tried to push up with my hands, completely fell off it. And I took the legs. Yeah, go on. And I took, it's called the leg rope. So the leg rope that attaches to the board to keep it, you know, within 6 feet of you at all times, whatever. That snapped. Right, so I've fallen off. I've got a float. I'm floating, and I cannot see the board for the life of me. Bear in mind, all this is happening. Gabe's just led down on his phone, sunbathing, just chilling. As you heard him, he said I looked like I was alright. I weren't. So I'm fine for this moment. I'm like, right, okay, let's try and get back to shore. I was using that surfboard as a flotation thing to keep myself afloat, and it was working. But as soon as I didn't have it, swimming in waves like that, when it's, you know, they're white water waves, they're crashing on top of your head constantly. You can't stand up as well, so a wave comes, you've got to use all your force to get over it. You end up trying to breathe in, to try to hold your breath and all stuff like that, go under it, try to avoid it, anything you do. But when they just keep coming, and as a wave comes over, it pulls you back after it. So I just felt like I was in this constant cycle. I was speaking to Gabe before and I said, it feels like a washing machine. Like,
around.
Yeah, I couldn't get anywhere. Forwards, backwards. And you know, I was swimming as hard as I could, but I was just gassing myself out. You know, when you're sprinting, swimming, front crawl, it gets you out of breath no matter how good your technique is. It gets you out of breath. You know, I am no, what's his name? Swimmer, Michael Phelps. I'm not, I can swim fairly quick, but not for long. So, you know, I completely gassed myself out. And I'm there trying to catch my breath. I'm getting hit by these waves. And then I end up, you know, swallowing water. I feel starting to get a little bit panicky. I'm really out of breath. I'm trying to control my breath, but I can't. These waves keep hitting. I have to keep holding my breath, or I just swallow water.
At this point, the board is just landed.
Yeah.
On the shore, and I'm like.
So I've shouted saying.
JB?
I shouted Gabe. Like, well, I'm not going to shout right now, but I shouted Gabe. And I'm pretty sure you look up and you just see the surfboard at shore.
And then I heard, help! Then I realised something was wrong.
And then there was two other people about, I don't know, maybe 20 metres away from me that were a little bit more inshore. I said, yo, I like trying to shout, get their attention, saying, you know, help, because, you know, I'm struggling here. No matter what I did, I got forwards a little bit so I could touch the ground, but as soon as I touched the ground, it was just sand, so you can't get any grip. So I'm trying to push with my tiptoes like a ballerina, trying to claw my way back, but I can't. I just keep getting hit. I'm so out of breath, I'm swallowing water, I'm coughing. What a horrible experience. And obviously this guy, I managed to just make it out, and I'm like stood up, still getting clattered by these waves. This guy comes and helps me a little bit, and Gabe's just stood there going, "You alright?" So yeah.
I didn't know you'd gone through all this.
Yeah.
I did not know. You got absolutely abused by the sea.
Yeah, I really.
Maybe
that was
maybe
really
don't go as far out next time.
probably the most humbling experience and most horrible experience I've ever had. If that's what it feels like to, you know, the start of
Your
drowning.
face when you're coming back, you're literally like that. Like a bloody.
It was.
I
yeah,
could see
I
the
was shocked.
trauma in your eyes.
Yeah, I was like, I genuinely, like, I've never fought that hard in my life. So yeah, that's why I've not picked up the camera all day, and it is 20 past 6.
You've been watching films, straight chilling.
I've just been chilling and zoning out, rethinking that situation today.
Reevaluating your entire life.
Yeah, it was really, really quite a scary place to be. But yeah, I'm chilling now. I'm alright. So yeah, we're gonna go get some food potentially. Well, we're having a walk down Maroochydore, whatever it's called.
Maroochydore.
We're gonna see anything. Could end up eating out for the first time, or probably end up walking back to go make some food. So we'll bring you along with us.
I think I'm the same colour as that tomato.
Forrest Gump. Right guys, as you just saw in the video, we did just go get Nando's just for food. Little bit of a cheat day because we have been living a little bit frugally. Yeah, not really spending much money. So cheat day in terms of, well, I mean, it's a pretty healthy meal. Just had chicken. Gabe had half a farm. But yeah, he's just sat downstairs, back in his unsociable moods. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here. It's the 7th night now we've been here. So last Monday night, the 20th is when we arrived. It is now the 27th, Monday 27th. So it's been 7 days. I just wanted to come on here and share a few things that I've kind of learned over the past 7 days. Because I know I'm getting a few people who have messaged me saying, do you know what, I'm actually learning, you know, I'm planning on moving out, and I'm learning off your vlogs, videos, whatever, so yeah, which is cool. It's good to know that I'm actually helping people. So yeah. Where to start? I'm just gonna completely wing it. Prices, little update on prices. Last time I mentioned them, I think it was when I went into a 7-Eleven, which is just by the beach, down that way. That was expensive. 7-Eleven is expensive. I have figured that out now. It's just a really expensive corner shop. That's what 7-Eleven is. The main two supermarkets are Woolworths or Woolies and Coles. There is Aldi as well, but I've had mixed reports from Aldi. I've not actually... Coles is about half a mile that way. Aldi's 1.7 miles the other way into Maroochydore, so just easier to go Coles. Yeah. The mixed reviews are people say Aldi's cheaper. I've had someone speak to me saying, you know, I'm a food snob, so I go to Aldi, even though it's a little bit more expensive. But yeah, Coles and Woolies or Woolworths is pretty much the same price. Not really much different. Both sell same stuff. Yeah, I think it's pretty. There's a little bit less variety than there is, like in terms of back home in the UK, we've got Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Co-op, all sorts. Got loads, Morrison's. So I feel there's a lot less here. Yeah. What else? Weather. So where I am in the East Coast, I'm in Sunshine Coast, Mooloolaba, to be precise. And it's just finishing rainy season now, which is their summer, tropical climate. But from everyone that I've spoke to have all said it is low 20s to mid 20s, clear skies, all throughout the next 3 seasons pretty much, which is better than people who are, Adelaide, Melbourne, the ones that down south. Their Australia winter is going to be a little bit chillier for you than me. If you like sometimes having the refreshment of being cold. I don't. So I think if I do end up staying this long, I might enjoy the winter quite a lot. Yeah. It has cooled down a bit now. Obviously I got burnt, but that was because I had no sun cream on. But it has cooled down. There was a big heat wave recently, which was on the verge of unbearable. On the verge. Like it was just a little bit over uncomfortable. Probably the best way to put it. Right, so prices of Airbnbs and things like that. So the average you're going to be looking at so this is per week for people with, a 4-bed shared house or something like that, is around, you're going to be paying anything from $250 to $300 a week dollars, which is $125 to £150 a week, which I guess this is where I am anyway. Probably be cheaper if you go in the suburbs, a little bit further away from the coast, less city, somewhere that's obviously not going to be more expensive. Might pay a little bit less, but that's the average of what you'd be paying to rent. So me and Gabe got this Airbnb for 31 days. That was to settle in. You need to get your tax file number to work, which you can apply online. That takes up to 28 days to come. And you need an address for that. So just to be safe, we did the whole 31 days. But apparently I have heard you can just ring up, say, I'm starting work now, I do need a tax file number. Please can you give it to me now or something like that, and they'll say over phone. I'm pretty sure that's what we've been told anyway. I've not tried it. I'm not really in a rush to get it. I've applied for it, but I've not got it yet. Where was I going? Yeah, price-wise. So for 2 people, so we've got this whole rooftop terrace and downstairs. I still need to do a Airbnb tour. That'll come in the next few days. But basically, we paid, what was it? It was, I think it was £1,300 each. So about 2.6. Yeah, so that's split between us. But 2.6 grand, that is English pounds. Which does equal, I'll do the math. So yeah, that equals, just do it on the calculator then, just under 600 Australian dollars, which is, you know, a fair decent price, slap bang in the middle of 250 to 300 Australian dollars each. That's obviously for both of us, 2,600, but yeah, I think it's a pretty fair price, and for what we've got, it's a mega spot. It's literally, I could walk down to the beach within a few minutes. So yeah, got this whole roof terrace, stunning view. So that's what you, majority of the time, that's what you're looking at paying per week for a place to stay. Job hunting wise, when I got here, so I save money. I have enough money to survive for a while, right? But the thing is with me, I do not like to chip into my savings. My savings are savings, full stop. So I didn't really want to spend much of my savings. I wanted to get here, get a job straight away. And I was actually kind of stressing out a little bit, putting a lot of pressure on it. You know, I've got this exact spot for 31 days. I can survive, you know, I'm not that low on money, but it was tiring me out. I felt like, well, yeah, more stressed. I wasn't comfortable, and I'm forgetting that, you know, I came on here as a working holiday visa. That's what I came here for, holiday. So I've just kind of relaxed a little bit, taken a back foot. You know, I've been given job offers. I've been given, it'd be 4 jobs as a personal trainer that I've, you know, got the chat, well, had a chat or going to have a chat with to see, you know, how they do things at their gyms and stuff like that, which is good. In a bit of a crisis about whether I want to be a PT or not as well. If you didn't know, I've been a personal trainer for 4 years. Yeah, whether I want to do, you know, part-time job, live the proper Aussie lifestyle, just living a, well, not the Aussie lifestyle, the travelling Aussie lifestyle, where coffee shop, you know, part-time hours, saving up, you know, just saving up a little bit, not really, you know, getting on a full wage like a PT. You know, people are earning 100 to 120,000 a year from PTing. But I don't know, I'm quite set on just trying to relax a bit now. I don't want to be putting all this stress on, you know, starting another career, because I don't think I want to stay in Australia for so long. I want to see other places, and if I tie myself down to a career like that, is with a client-based job as well. If you leave for a month, 2 months, 3 months, your work is gone. Yeah, you now need to rebuild everything. That's the thing with a personal trainer job. You can't go on holiday for more than 2 weeks, or you will lose clients and you will lose money. So it's an interesting one. Not really sure what to do, but again, figuring it out. I'm only young. I'm sat on a rooftop in the Sunshine Coast, just chilling. You don't know, do you? Life is very interesting. I do think I was watching one of my old mates called Sid Batty. He's currently in Australia at the moment. He's gone up north to Cairns and all the travelling places like that. And I really agree with him in terms of, life is a butterfly effect. Like, in terms of, you can control where you want to go, get your qualifications to do a certain job, you get your degree and whatnot. But you cannot control you cannot control everything. Some things just genuinely happen. Like, if you told me 2.5 years ago, you'd be sat in Australia doing nothing, looking for jobs and stuff, I'd be like, why would I do that? Like, I've got a pretty good job, pretty settled. I had a girlfriend at the time, and stuff like that. Like, things put yourself in a certain things just fall into place. I think I'm realising that the older I get. Yeah, I think it's really underappreciated as well. Like, people don't think to just let life happen. People try force life. And I think, I don't know, I sometimes disagree with it, sometimes I agree with it. I don't know, but yeah, like, I could be out of Australia in a few weeks, deciding to go somewhere else or go back home or what. I have no idea what I want to do. But life will just life. One of my favourite quotes. This is a little bit of a yap session. And I'm not a great storyteller or anything like that. I've never been good, especially in front of a camera. I'm not the most enthusiastic storyteller or something like that. Just never had that skill. I'd love to have it, but I don't. So I apologise if this is a bit of a boring episode, but I just wanted to really, I made these to watch them back when I'm older. That's the main goal of it. Whether they get 8 views with 24 hours, whether they get 100 views within 5 years, I'm not fussed. Whatever happens. Just, I do find this fun, enjoying it, and it does good for my confidence as well, to be fair, which I appreciate. But I made these to watch them back, so this is why, I'm speaking about how I feel and things like that. But then I'm also making it as as an educational thing for some people who are looking to come to Australia and don't know what they're doing. Yeah, if you do have any questions, you can always put them in the comments. I will get around to them. Always answer. I'll answer anything. I don't mind. If it helps you. But yeah, I'm going to kick myself in about an hour's time when I'm trying to go to sleep, because I'm going to be thinking, I should have put that in, but next time I'm going to do it a little bit more organised. I'm going to, throughout the week, this week, next Monday we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to have a list of things I'm going to talk about, and maybe questions if you've got any, or anything like that. So yeah, if you're still here, nice one. You are appreciated. Thank you. Very kind. Bit weird, but thanks. Appreciate it. I reckon Webby is. Shout out Webby. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in, hopefully, a more interesting episode tomorrow. I'm going to get some surfing content, and hopefully, not hopefully, I will not go as far into the ocean. I'm just going to be on like little mini waves, and hopefully my board is fine to hold my weight. Hopefully it's got enough volume. If not, I'm going to have to get a new board. But yeah.